Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 8 and our topic is the individual in the organizations. We have choose silent movie for this group assignment. So, let's start.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. I am Shamira Binti Firdaus, metro number 265509. We are from Group 8 and the topic is Ethic in Organization. The movie that we choose is Korean movie named Silence, which released in 2011. Moving on to the executive summary, the movie draws attention on two important elements, which is bribery and also individual right in an organization. The first context is ethical awareness. Here, party conducting bribe and torture innocent students. Second element in the report is awareness of stakeholder. This includes the attitudes. Here, corruption is one of the easiest way to make a lot of money by ignoring code of ethics. Next constraint faced here is the innocent party are unable to fight for their right. Next, we come up with a few suggestions. For bribery, organization must establish a clear anti-bribery policy and top management have to play an important role here. For individual right issues, violation must be reported as soon as possible and the organization must aware and understand the unethical conduct happening. So throughout the presentation, we will discuss in detail on every aspect that I mentioned in executive summary. Next will be the case summary or synopsis of this movie. Basically, the main actor, Kang In-hoo, is a new art teacher in Hearing Impact Children's School. The headmaster, the head of administration, and a teacher is the main criminal actors. Since the first day new teacher works, the children at the school acting weird to see the new teacher. It's looked like they've been scared. Then it been discovered that there are unethical issues happening in the school. However, they discovered that the authority in the city are working together to keep it a secret. The main issue is the criminal actor are sexually abusing the students. Students who been abused are then giving explanation in court and many ugly truths are discovered. However, with bribery, lawyer accepting bribe and successfully make the court giving life sentence to the accused. On the bribery issue, the police are bribed by the headmaster to keep silent and not taking any action on the operatives. Next, school authority give money to one of the innocent party to apologize to the defendant. Here, Minso's grandmother had to receive the money because they are poor. Others, the lawyer bribed the prosecutor of the opponent to not showing the proven video to the judge. Moving on to the individual right. Here, students are also considered a stakeholder in school. In the movie, students is abused by the teacher in the teacher's room publicly, being abused and hit because the student is not willing to be sexually harassed by the teacher. This is unethical since other teachers ignore it and do not take any action towards the practice.
This is one of the scenes of unethical behavior, which is bribery among the policeman and Mr. Lee. While this is the scene that regards to human right, which the teacher Park has slapped many times to the students and others teacher has do nothing on these situations. Then we move to the contents of the case.
My name is Haziqah Binti Ariffin. My metric number is 259107. The bribery, giving or accepting gift to certain persons in the organisation, for example, public official, is often construed as a facilitation, payment, and arousal suspicion. Besides, the purpose of giving and accepting the gift in the movie silent is unethical. This is because one party wants to hide the immoral attitude to the community that happen in an organisation. In addition, accepting gift in which the purpose is to buy favour is illegal, and this action could not happen in any of the organisation. Some of the parties in the organisation tortured and bullied the innocent children, and there is an ethical issue between two parties that involve one of the employees and the client. The worker in the organisation had bullied and tortured the client, which is the innocent child, to fulfill his greedy lust. On bribery, in year 2015, the Prime Minister of Malaysia at that time was accused of transferring over a huge amount of money from a government-run strategic development company of Malaysia to his personal account bank. However, the Prime Minister of Malaysia was the advisory board chairman of the company. So, there is a corruption in the upper management of the company.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Syahira Binti Hamzah, my metric number 259229. I will present about awareness of stakeholder. Stakeholder of ethical issue. We have three stakeholder of the ethical issue: Mr. Lee, Mr. Park, and Inspector Zhang. Mr. Lee, he is a headmaster at Azhar school and known as a Christian leader and regularly donated to the church. He was a respected and charismatic, influential member of society. In addition, he has a twin brother who also worked at the school in administration department. Mr. Park, teacher at the school, and often beat students who did not obey him, make sexually harass male students at the school. Inspector Zhang, police officer in the Mujin region of South Korea, good friend to the Mr. Lee and often receive bribe for his own sake, good at concealing his mistake in front of the other police lines. Next, reason the parties done unethical things. We have 7 reasons. First, boredom. They got boredom because they have spent many years in the same school and get tired of the same things she goes through every day. Second, lost interest. They lost interest because they don't have any motivation to work. Third, no one wants to report the authorities what happened. Nobody take responsibilities to make any report and ethical action. Next, lack of information in the mass media for the public. For example, we can see lack of awareness in television about the sexual harassment. Next, lack of knowledge about a disabled person. We don't have any knowledge to understand their feeling. Next, low wages, and then opportunity. Constraints did the parties encounter. First, Inho. Inho is new art teacher at the school. His daughter is seriously ill and taken care by his mother while his wife was passed away. For the first day at the school, the administration director asked for a bribe of 50 million won to start working at the school. Then, confronted with the shocking truth about the children, Inho decided to fight for the right of children, but the principals and teachers, policemen, prosecutors, and pastors in community are trying to cover up the truth. Next, constraints the party encounter disabled children. There are many abused children in this movie. Some students at the school have experienced physical violence from the bruised bodies. Other teachers or staff ignoring when Mustapa beat students in teacher's room. Students who have been sexually abused and sexually harassed are forced to not tell anyone the truth.
Hi, my name is Rabiatul, Adawiyah Binti Halim, matric number 253079. I will continue my part which is ethical reasoning. First, corruption and bribery. In a business organization, giving or accepting gift to or from client, employee, customer and citizen is a common behavior to please people. Gift giving is one of the oldest social traditional known to man. The ethic of accepting gift will depend on what of the gift on, such as the value of the gift, the purpose and so on. In the consequences of bribe are wrong due to a violent harmony in business principle. Such as in the Salem movie, there are two different views of the various stakeholders on the ethical issue. In the case, first, the sin can be assumed in a positive way because the money for development fund is not wrong, since it can be used for something good. Meanwhile, in a negative way, the sin can be assumed as giving a bribe and receiving a bribe in terms of money as an exchange for doing something for the benefit of the bribe giver. The most unethical stakeholder in the movie is Mr. Lee because as a headmaster at a JS school, he should be more professional and practice the right ethic in his career, but he just ignore any situation that doesn't not giving benefit to him and added also with the unethical behavior, which by giving bribe and sexually harassing a famous student inside the school. The second point is human rights. For any organization, children are a priority stakeholder group. At the same time, they are often the most vulnerable population and require specific attention to guarantee respect for their human rights. The consequences of human rights is violation psychologically affect victim by standard in a traumatic way. Stakeholder has the strongest and ethical is teacher Park because he often beats students who did not obey his instruction and also sexually harassed male student at the school. Teacher Park not only beat the male student but made the student physically and mentally torture and bully within the organization.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurzafirah. My metric number is 254778. I'm going to continue with ethical suggestions for corruption. Firstly, establish clear anti-bribery policies. This is to tell the employees what is and isn't acceptable in relation to gifts, hospitality, donations, sponsorship, and political donations. The company can introduce the anti-policy during training programs to the employees. The top management also needs to communicate clearly about the company's rules and expectations so that appropriate behavior is embedded. Secondly, set the right tone from the top. The top management should play an important role to give awareness to the employees. The top management should give a clear and consistent set of messages, show a good example to their employees. The most important thing is the people at the top to be seen to practice what they preach and believe in the importance of anti-bribery. For human rights, firstly, the organization should give awareness about human rights. They can give awareness throughout a training program to the employees. Everyone in the company should know the manner and ethic to other people. In addition, a company can also offer employees to take a course about human rights. Lastly, people in the organization can report human rights violations to the trusted organization. Each of the employees must report these violations to trusted organization when become witness of a violation. For example, they can report to Human Rights Watch and UNICEF. Those who report the case will remain anonymous.
Hi, my name is Abidah Hasan, metric number 254231. I'm going to talk about ethical decision making. Moral and ethics is very important in our life. Moral defines as individual code of behavior based on religious or philosophical principle, while ethics is rational way to decide what is right and good for individual or society. In the Zain movie, individual must have clear and strong guidelines for right and wrong behavior to be able to practice good ethics and moral in daily life. The next one is human right. Human right is inherent to all human beings regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, or religion. It is everyone's right to live without endangerment or violation of their health and safety. All of the children in the silent movie, for example, should be guaranteed the right of their basic needs, such as food, housing, and education without any discrimination. They have right to live and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, and the right to work and education.
My name is Nurul Syahira Binti Mustapa, metric number 265465, and I will continue to the last part of our assignment, which is conclusions. From the overall of the movie, we can see that there are a lot of unethical behavior practiced by few of stakeholders in this movie. They have committed a lot of bribe to cover their unethical behavior, which is mental and physical abuse toward the student. This is very unhealthy work culture shown inside this movie. So basically, we need to develop and practicing an ethical behavior, because it will never harms other people's life and everybody can live peacefully, and the organization also can be developed nicely. We move to the last slide, which is ethical lesson. There are two lessons that we can learn from this movie. First is corruption and bribery can harm other people's life. As we know, the offenders have given a bribe to the prosecutor and judges until the right side has lost the case. And from that, the student named Minsu want to get revenge to the person that abused him, which is Teacher Park. And at the end of the scene, both of them was found dead at the railway station. So we can see here that unethical behavior really destroy and harms other people's life, and it didn't bring any good impact in our life as well. Second is practice ethic has built a sense of identity. Basically, those who practice ethics have a strong grip not to doing any illegal practice, because we can see the criteria from the character of teacher in whole. He has refused to accept any bribe from Mr. Lee, even though he really needs money to buy his daughter medicine. He has shown a good behavior by not taking the bribe because he have a strong stand on himself. So the unethical behavior didn't happen. That's all from our group. Thank you.